Make sure you click the button and subscribe.
Hello, I am Monique Nolly. Thank you for tuning into my channel where I discuss all things relatable to women: finances, mental health, physical health, entrepreneurship, being a single mother, dating, getting out of your own head. That is what I discuss on my channel. Every single thing that is relatable to every single woman that is walking around on the planet. You need someone that you can relate to, and that is what I do. That is why I decided to create my channel, because I wanted to make sure that I was able to reach women out there that are going through things. When I was going through certain things, I felt as though I had no one that was out there that was going through the things that I was going through. No one understood anything that I was going through. It was just me by myself. I felt as though I was alone in the world. And so I said, let me make sure that there are other women that are not feeling the exact same way that I felt. So that is why I created this wonderful environment. When it comes to being successful in anything that you do, one thing that you have to understand is that you have to get out of your own head. The enemy has a bad habit of making you think as though you're not qualified to do what God created you to do. He has a bad habit of making you feel as though you're less than what you actually are, and making you compare yourself to other people. Stop comparing yourself to other people. That's the first mistake that women make. You cannot compare yourself to the woman next door. You cannot compare yourself to the woman across the street. You cannot compare yourself to the woman across town, the woman in Las Vegas, the woman in Los Angeles. You can't do it. You are you. Stop comparing yourself. Get out of your own head. Whatever you think that you can do, you can do. There is something unique about you. There is something wonderful about you. If you feel as though you want to become an entrepreneur, fine, you can become an entrepreneur. What is it that you have that sets you apart? If you've seen my previous video, then you know I've talked about something that sets you apart. Everyone has something that sets them apart from the other person. You have to figure out what it is in you that sets you apart. It can be anything from your personality. It can be something that you bring to the table, something that you're able to pull out of other people, something that you are able to offer other people. Are you a negotiator? Are you a communicator? Are you a storyteller? If you are a negotiator, writing contracts is one area you can go into. If you are a communicator, becoming a speaker is one area that you can go into. If you are a storyteller, writing a book is just one area that you can go into. There is nothing that you cannot do, so stop allowing the enemy to make you think that you can't do something and allowing you to limit yourself. That was a major obstacle that I personally had to overcome in order to be successful. I had so many ideas that were coming at me. I had so many things that were in my mind. I would sit up at night and I would have all of these different ideas. I am an author. I'm a writer. I'm an educator. I write curriculum. I do all of these different things. And I didn't think that I was able to do it because I was allowing the enemy to make me think that I was less than, or I wasn't smart enough, or there was always someone that was better than me. So I just didn't do it until I realized, you know what? I'm going to stop this. I'm not going to allow the enemy to win. I'm just not going to allow the enemy to win. I'm going to stop it. And once I did that, that's when I was able to take every single thing that I had gone through, every obstacle that I had gone through, and I was able to turn that around and make that into something profitable for myself and for my family. And that is when I wrote my first book, Broken Wing. I didn't say this, but I am a cancer survivor. And when I went through my cancer and I was told that I was not going to live, that was a very, very, very dark time for me. And I took all of that hurt and all of that anger and all of that darkness, and I turned that into a book. And I wrote that. I wrote my book within 5 days. Self-published book, wrote it within 5 days and put that out. I did not allow the enemy to win in that particular area in my life. I was able to turn that hurt and that pain into something else in order to help other women. And that is what I now do, and that is why I love what I do at this point in this stage in my life. If you've gotten a chance to listen to my podcast, Looking in the Mirror, I actually speak with other women who are going through similar circumstances and who have overcome obstacles, and we talk about in depth the things that we've overcome, how we've overcome those obstacles, what it's like raising children, whether we're single or whether we're married, but what it's like getting through the day-to-day mundane things and how we're getting through those particular things. You can listen to Looking in the Mirror podcast on YouTube. You can also listen to it on Spotify as well. Thank you again for tuning into my channel, where we talk about everything that every single woman can relate to that is walking around on the planet, from finances to mental health to physical health, entrepreneurship to raising children. I'm Monique Nolly. Thanks for tuning in.
Make sure you click the button and subscribe.